Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Diesel Difference. We got the TRON on today. It's really exciting to have him on. I call him a college football expert. The kid has gone on some frankly autistic runs of college football knowledge, and just when he sees something, we say something. MTA police. So really, what's going on today is just want to bring in some of his expertise, and I also just want to see a couple of my takes. College playoffs are starting to get there. We know who the real teams are now, I believe. So we can get some things going. Bob, thanks for being here. I appreciate your time. I know you're busy.
Super busy out here.
But welcome. This is the first Zoom Diesel's Best Bets podcast, so I'm pretty stoked about it. To be honest with you, it took a while. I just want to let the record show I am not technically inclined when it comes to setting up a Zoom account. My God, that took way too long. So thank you for your patience. I've been talking a lot, so I would just like to give me tell me what you think in college football. Tell me what you've been seeing. I know we've been technically retired for a little bit.
Yeah, so I got some picks here that we're just going to talk about quick, and then we're just going to talk about other games that we're just going to sprinkle in to hopefully just enhance those picks. So building around really 3 games. I'll just start with the BYU game on Friday night. They're playing at home against ECU. ECU coming off a big win last week against UCF. Yeah, that happened in ECU. And they're playing the game in Utah. So quick turnaround. So we're rolling with BYU there. You like that as well, Kenny?
I like it. I trust what you say, to say the least. But, BYU coming off a loss is huge.
BYU just won. BYU just lost against Arkansas. You're right.
Correct. They lost against Arkansas.
And
then they're at Friday at 8 p.m. They're a 3.5-point favorite, correct?
Yeah, I'm just saying the money line. I think they're a slight favorite at home. Let me see.
I like playing teams off of a loss and off of a win.
That's Friday night too. It says they're like minus 150, minus 160 money line.
Okay, so you strictly want to take the money line.
The money line there. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna bet. So when I give these, it's always money line. So I'll never take like a favorite to like cover. Rarely I'll do that, but I'll stick like a money line and try to like stack them in a parlay, like a 2-team, or if you have opens, just throw opens out there and close it with this game or something. But on a Friday, that's how you would start the weekend. So open them up, and then I'll go into it Saturday. I like Cincinnati money line and Ole Miss money line. Cincinnati.
Damn, you didn't tell me about the Ole Miss one. I got Ole Miss on my sheet.
Plays, but Cincinnati money line, that's 330 slot in UCF. I think Cincinnati just a better team, better defense. Just going to overwhelm them as the class of the conference there. What do you think of that? I'll probably go to the tailgate too, as I'm down in Orlando, but not the game.
Yeah, why not? I don't like UCF, to be honest with you. Yeah. I really don't. I think they're not a fake program, but
they're good. But
they are good. They have the respect.
I think Cincy's defense travels. Their ball game, they do less turnovers. They played a tough game in Arkansas to start it. And Arkansas won that, but who knows? But
we're talking about Luke Fickell, my guy. We got to put some motherfucking respect on his name.
I've seen Luke Fickell in person.
IO, like Cincinnati's a program. Like UCF, congratulations. I'll tell you one thing. If Cincinnati went undefeated and they didn't play Bama, who they played tough last year, granted they had studs, they're not hanging a national championship poster in Cincinnati. Yeah. That's for sure. That's not happening.
A slight dog too. I think it's like right now.
Give me that. Give me all over Cincy. Luke Fickell's just going to outcoach this game, my friend. He's going to outcoach him. Gus Malzahn, great guy. Thanks for everything. You had your championship at Auburn. I'll see you later, man.
I think welcome to college football. They'll make them throw it. They're bigger. They got them. They're going to overwhelm them.
And you're going to give me money? You're going to give me money, Bob. Are you kidding?
And then
you're going to give me money? I would the odds for that game, Cincinnati should be a favorite in that game.
And then 7:30 Ole Miss.
Love Ole Miss. Give me Lane Kiffin.
They're coming off a loss. Everyone's talking about how down A&M is, but they're coming off a loss too.
And guess what? You're only laying 1.5 points. So the money line is what? Minus 120?
Around there. Who knows by kickoff? Probably minus 140 by the time everyone figures it out.
All right, so get it in now. And if you like Texas A&M, then you go to Texas A&M at the buzzer. You know, isn't that how you wager 1-on-1 though? If you like, kind of like if you want,
you like A&M, you wait longer probably.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but those are my three right there. That I would say like I bet those straight or just confident in those, but I got other ones here, and it starts tonight. Washington State plus I think 7.5. I think it is.
You're taking the points.
Mm-hmm. And I'd sprinkle, and I'll say it. If I'm starting parlays and stuff, I'd sprinkle in the money line. So you do like a Washington State, like a low unit one. You know, just enhances your parlay. So like you just start with Washington State money line, but I would say Washington State plus 7.5 too, as well as a play. That's at 10 o'clock tonight against Utah. You like that?
I mean, I haven't watched a lot of Washington State. I do know the Utes though.
I've seen one they play against USC. They looked
good. That what was that? 2 weeks ago?
They're playing at home and
tough place to play.
State, Friday night, Thursday. No, that's tonight. Thursday night. I'm sorry.
Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night. I like Washington State's quarterback. He's from Incarnate Word. That's a college, believe it or not.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Where is that?
No idea. Texas. Texas.
Texas bred quarterback. They're pretty good over there. I'd say.
No, he's good. Cameron Ward, I think his name is or something. But yeah, whatever. I've seen Utah play, and I don't know. They don't really impress me consistently. They beat USC at home last time they played, so maybe.
Yeah.
I got more, Kenny. I'm telling you, these are sprinkled in, so take it for what it is. But I like.
So wait, time out. So you're like you said, your best three. You're going to take
BYU money line.
BYU money line. Ole Miss money line, who I'm also on Ole Miss. That is one of my picks. And then we got
Cincy as well.
And that would just. What do you like the best out of those three? Out of those three, which one's your best bet?
BYU.
Okay, best bet. Love to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
My best bet of the week was Ole Miss. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice. I'm happy. Now I feel even worse about my pick.
What?
I feel worse about my pick now.
Yeah, probably. That makes sense. That's the one that probably loses. But I love Lane Kiffin. So I'm in my head, I'm actually happy that BYU is your best bet, because if Ole Miss was your best bet as well, frankly, I think I would have jumped off the Robert Moses causeway. But all right, cool. And what's your other sprinkled one? Your two sprinkled ones, Washington State.
Plus 7 I like, and then if you want to just get froggy, the money line, you got some units to piss down the drain. But I like Washington State to cover whatever it is. I think by kickoff you can probably get it. That's one you want to wait. You probably get that at 8 at kick. Anything over 7.5, you want to be at 7.5. So you lose by a touchdown, you lose by a fucking, lose by one. Keep it tight, backdoor. Who knows?
I like it.
10 o'clock at night, gonna get pretty fun to watch. Probably better than the NFL game.
Out of curiosity, really tough week for me last week. I only put it on UCLA and Chip Kelly. Do you think Chip Kelly would just for sake of conversation? I know we got a couple fans at home. Do you think Stanford covers 16.5 in UCLA? It's a quick trip. So it's like a home game. It's literally like a home game. There'll be more Stanford fans than UCLA fans.
Never seen Stanford play, but
they just beat Notre Dame, by the way.
UCLA's offense going to go up and down the field against them, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I can definitely see.
But I going into more games that I like. There are some game teams I like here.
I mean,
ready? I got Saturday. I got a whole slate for you, extras. Just throw it on top of what those picks were.
Yeah, a little dessert. Is this like a brownie dessert, or is this like 3 scoops?
In a perfect world, the games that you like either get you even or they just win you everything. That's how it works in this. If you're rolling the dice like this,
couldn't agree more. We are risk takers over here at DBA.
Right. You ready? So I got a whole slate starting Saturday, 12 o'clock. Boston College money line. Boston College to cover. That's against UConn.
One of the worst teams in football.
At UConn. Whatever. We're rolling with Boston College to beat them and cover.
All right.
Okay. Also at 12 o'clock, I like Notre Dame.
Beat Syracuse?
Yeah, take it with the points. I'm Syracuse hunting. Now, fuck that team.
I mean, this is a good football team, bro. They choked against Clemson.
Their whole team was injured against Clemson. I don't know if they're coming back. I watched that game. Their best players kept getting hurt.
Yeah, and Clemson was giving them that game. Really were. They really were.
I think Notre Dame plays their best game of the year on the road, and they get it done.
I would sprinkle the money line on that.
I'm a Notre Dame guy. I have historically, when I bet against Notre Dame, I win, and if I take them, I win. Historically.
And I'm historically bad Notre Dame guy as a fan because you always take Notre Dame to win, and they never do.
And then also at 12 o'clock, Arkansas money line against Auburn. They're a road favorite too. So I'm going with road favorites like a moron, but I don't care because I think the teams are better. Like Arkansas is just a big team that runs it. Auburn can't stop the run. So how are they going to stop? They got that guy. The quarterback's Jefferson, and they have Rocket Sanders as the running back. I think he goes off. They're going to go off. So I think they score like 40. It might be high scoring. You go down 14, you don't blink in that game. You know what I'm saying? But I think Arkansas as well. So that's the 12 o'clock slate right there. Notre Dame money line and whatever the points are, if it's pick them. Arkansas money line and Boston College money line and to cover. All right. And then just because we're going off, 3:30 Kansas State money line at home.
K-State.
K-State. You never mess with them. That's what they say. People say that.
I know. They're coming off a loss too. They can't. They played against TCU
Kansas
last
State
week.
At home. Oklahoma State, love the program, love the team. They are a team that I bet on or against a lot. Like Kansas State money line there. And then at 7:30, we got Texas Tech money.
You think Oklahoma State doesn't get the job done?
No chance. I think Kansas State does.
It's only a 1.5 point. They're only a 1.5 point favorite. You're practically getting even money. I like it.
Sanders throws an interception on the road. Something. I think Adrian Martinez for Kansas State plays good. The quarterback. They got Deuce Vaughn. This guy named Knowles. Kansas State wins Bessie, but if there'll be another game, you go down 14, you just don't care. You simply don't. You just ride it out.
I'm going to take the one. I'll take the 1.5 there. Just because it's minus 105.
And 7:30. Remember Texas Tech. Texas Tech sends us home there, so that's
Texas Tech is a slight home favorite, not major.
You know what? If we get to it, if these go undefeated, I would bet on UCLA probably end the game. At the end of the day, I would just if I had all this money from all these winnings all weekend, I went undefeated.
And you'd run it with UCLA.
Just burn it. Just donate it to the fund. But I probably would
build up a phenomenal bankroll and then just go Chip Kelly.
I'll tell you what,
it's your time to fail me once again.
If you take all these if you take the opposite, or you take these games and parlay and the majority of them hit, you could win some money if some of these sprinkles in games win. So it could shape up to get pretty nuts, but it starts heavy on BYU Friday. So if you want to start parlays with that, that's it.
What about if you're completely desperate and there's nothing better than a home dog? And I got Hawaii playing Wyoming, getting 10.5 at home. I mean, give me the Rainbows. If all hell breaks loose and we need another one, give me the Rainbows as the home dog.
But yeah, those are the plays that takes you all Saturday slates, like 3 12 o'clock games, a 3:30 big game, and then you got a 7:30. What else can you? And you got the Cincy's in there, Ole Miss is in there. I bet on a lot of games here.
You gotta. Yeah, we wrote down a lot of games that I didn't really even get to mine, but you pretty much sprinkled the whole board, my friend, which I love to see.
Yeah, I'm doing this one time. I'm coming in just
shooting.
I'm shooting my shot here.
We brought in the heavy artillery today. I brought in my version of a nuke. And that's Rob Scatorcio, Matt Carpenter himself, ladies and gentlemen. Did he do the mustache for the podcast? Let the record show he did not. I found him like this. I said it and go, what are you doing? But it looks fantastic. You look like a better Ron Jeremy. So one that stands out at me that I like is I like UNC playing a really disappointing Pittsburgh team. I know we were kind of high on them. I was worried about them week 1. So I'm gonna, for my own sake, I'm gonna put down UNC. I think good old Mac gets the job done there for.
Okay.
on Saturday.
That's a late game too. So if all those other games won,
You're right. You have something there, you know.
does Ole Miss
It's
scare
actually
me?
right before UCLA, and I like UNC does play well at home, so that's just one I'm gonna add here. But I really like the way you just sprinkled this whole board. So I feel like we can kind of just I have these written down, and we can look back next week and see how the kid did. You know, one thing that I like this wager. I know you're not a football NFL guy. Not that you won't watch it, but you just you know your college, to say the least. So I like Mark Andrews anytime touchdown plus 200. Just give me it, guys. They're number one wide receiver. I think you're giving me plus 200 odds. I'm going to take those odds for sure. Just a sprinkle, half unit play. Why not? But other than that, Rob Scatorcio, thank you for your time.
One disclaimer though, in case people say, "Oh, this game didn't cover," like when the spread's close, I'm taking money line. So BYU, I'm buying the juice. So if BYU wins by 3 and the spread ends up being 4, I really don't give a shit. I don't want to hear it. I'll never bet like that. I do money lines, or if the team's got a dog. The only against the spread I'll do this because Boston College to cover their spread against UConn as well as Boston College money line as well. Everything else I say it's the dogs. You can take the points and the money line on all of them, but
I mean, listen, majority of the time, unless if it's over 2, if it's 2.5, I'm taking the money line. But
I mean, it's smart to do that. But when you're parlaying them, you don't give a shit if you lose by a field goal or a random touchdown.
Give me the win.
You got to get to the next on these. These are all 2-3 team.
Survive and advance.
Washington State money line.
Washington State money line.
Right. It's a little bit, and then the spread too.
See, like how I would do it is I'm going to bet, $75 on Washington State plus 7.5, and I'll put $25 on the money line. You know what I'm saying?
Money line that with Ole Miss or Cincy or BYU. That's a 2-team. You got to build around those games. But BYU has to be a build up after because they play on a Friday. So you got to take a BYU, put it with something else. Take a BYU, put it with something else. That's how the strategy, that's how I would play it. Build it around BYU, Cincy, and Ole Miss. But all these little sprinkles matter if they hit because it just enhances those good plays that you like.
Yeah, and if you bet these straight, which I mean, I suggest everybody to bet. I like to bet straight, but I also love parlays. I want to make money. I'm here to make money. So, but there is nothing wrong with Bob. You got BYU, Cincy, Ole Miss, Washington State, Boston College, Notre Dame, Arkansas, Kansas State, Texas Tech, right? Mm-hmm. You bet 9 of those straight, and let's just say you put $50 on all of them. I like the opportunity here of you going at least maybe, if 5 and 4 is successful, that's all I'm trying to say.
5 and 4 would be a slight feel good about yourself.
Yeah, it's not you worked for free that day, but at least you didn't go in the red. So I got these written down. Excited about what we got going on here. I want to thank everyone for showing up here at the Diesel Difference, and Matt Carpenter, thank you for your time.
Thank you.